Hello everyone, I'm Blackout, or Nyx, call me whatever you would like to, and welcome back to another heavily unscripted video. Today I'm going to be designing more Canon Warriors characters, including a lot of mostly leaders or ThunderClan. So, I hope you enjoy this video. This is part 2, so if you haven't seen the first one, you are not required to watch that one before this. It's pretty straightforward, but you can watch it if you would like, and I would really appreciate that because it helped me out. So first up is Dark Stripe. Stinky. I am not a Dark Stripe lover. I never really found the appeal of his character. I was always so confused on why people liked him. Do they? Do people like him? I don't really know. Do people like him? I don't know. I just thought he was big. Like, his most interesting plot point, spoilers for New Prophecy, maybe. No, back end of Prophecies Begin. I think his only mildly interesting scene, is when he poisoned Sorrel Kit. I mean, it didn't work, and his brother Gray Stripe beat him. And I'm now looking on my windowsill and I see a bee of some sort. I think it has a stinger, but I think it's dead. So anyway, windowsills, what a treasure. So now I'm just doing his stripes. I originally had his head idea. For some of these I had just the headshots done for just some fun drawings I made because I was bored. I tried giving him little the bottoms of his feet. I tried making them black, but I didn't really like it. And I realize now that his stripe pattern looks a lot like Oakheart and Crooked Stars, who I also do in this video. But I really like his golden eyes. There are a lot of yellow eyes in this video. Oops. So next up is Broken Star. He started out rough. I actually did this a little while ago, maybe about a month ago, 2 maybe. I think I did this in December. But I already had it done, so why not use it, honestly? So I kind of just kept messing around with the pose. I think at that point he was supposed to be Dust Pelt, and then I got to this part and I'm like, Broken Star. So then I put the back down. I'm like, he's sitting. Perfect. So I gave him like this kind of sassy, like, I'm gonna beat you off Ken quote. He kind of has that energy of like, I'm gonna kick your ass. So I gave him his little spiky tail and a bunch of scars because I was looking at when I design, I like to look at Google Images and see other designs that people have done and what works for their design, and kind of take what I like and add aspects of my own. And a lot of people did a lot of scars. This is before he was blinded. I put a scar on his tail because his warrior name is Broken Tail, and I just kind of feel like that's a natural. So his tail is like bent and misshapen with a scar in it now. I gave him a lot of stripes, and I gave him like a lighter color for his fluff. I made the scars nice and pink. Changed it to a little darker color. I also made his line art red, like a red color, because Dark Forest man. when I do Thistleclaw eventually, you'll also see that. Next up is Lionheart. Lionheart, I don't really know what to say. I knew I wanted him to be big and fluffy. I think he's my least favorite out of the ones that I did for this video. He just didn't turn out amazing. I'm not sure what it is. So I wanted him to be big and bulky, but with like kind of short legs and big paws. So I made his legs a bit shorter and him a bit thicker of a build. So I gave him round ears and large. Like I made him look like a lion. I tried to make him look like a lion. I feel like the thing that makes me not like the design is how exaggerated his face fluff is, because I don't mind that it's exaggerated. I just don't think. I feel like it's kind of like that one Cloudtail minifigure. You know the one. The one. Oh my god. I saw that and I'm like, who thought this was okay? So I gave him his back stripe because of course I did. And I made his paws the darker color. And I also gave him the color of his fluff under his tail. I don't know what that's called, and I gave him little booties. Yeah, I don't know. There's not really much to say about his design. Next up is White Storm. I love White Storm. I think I feel like he's a really like a nothing character, and I like him a lot, but I just feel like he's not used enough. So I reference for its design Blue Star, his old design, which was just basic white, and his father, Thistleclaw. Spoilers for my Thistleclaw design. Well, other people have seen it before because my what if videos involving him. But yeah, Thistleclaw. And for those who don't know, his father is Thistleclaw and Snowfur. Blue Star never treated him like her nephew / adoptive son. Kind of. She did not treat him like that at all. So I'm just confused. So I made his little chest fluff gray, and I gave him like a line of gray going down his back, and little white paws and ears, and nose. Wait. His eyes. I just realized his inner eyes are green, I think. No, never mind. That was just the color around his eyes. I thought I made his eyes green and then the outer part of his eyes. His iris is green. Yeah. Anyway, but I don't like how I just think him being Blue Star's nephew doesn't make any sense. Anyway, next up is Mouse Fur. I love Mouse Fur. She's such a sassy old lady and I love it. I'm here for it. I don't know, I think of her really fondly when I think Mouse Fur. And I also think of that one Warrior Cat's vine of Mouse Fur dancing to Milkshake by I think it's by Kesha. No, it's not by Kesha. I'm sorry, I don't know who's by. But I love her, and I gave her like a little brown dots under her eyes and one on her back, and yep, back stripe. I think every character in this has a back stripe, actually. Next up is Yellowfang. Yellowfang is my favorite character ever. Like, I love her so much. Sorry, Milkshake is by Kellis. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Anyway, for Yellowfang, I also had a headshot for her, so it made it a bit easier. Mouse Yellowfang has always been a character I've struggled with designing whenever I would try. But I think I'm really happy with her design now. I also at my bookshelf have her minifigure along with Scourge, which yes, I will be designing Scourge. Though there's not much to his design, but I just really want to draw him. Like really badly want to draw him. I also have Squirrelflight and Ivypool's minifigures. Why was Yellowfang and Ivypool together? I'm sorry. What? Sorry. Back to Yellowfang. Miss Baby Eater. I love her. I gave her Backstripe. Of course I did. Yeah, Backstripe. Woo! Next up is Crooked Star. I also really like Crooked Star. I really, really liked Crooked Star's Promise, and also a little bit of controversy. I actually didn't mind Yellowfang's Secret. I thought it was a pretty good book. I didn't think it was all that boring. Like, I thought it was quite interesting. I don't know. But that's just me. So Crooked Star. I thought him and Maple Shade was a little bit weird, but it does make a lot of sense. Honestly, it does make sense. Because they're descendants of Apple Dusk. So Maple Shade is like, hee hee hee, curse you, Apple Dusk, and your little line, your family too, and your little family too. And I love her for that. And I will also be designing Maple Shade eventually. I'm planning on doing all the book series. So right now I'm doing Prophecies Begin. Sorry, I'm drawing blank. And I will be moving on to New Prophecy next, and then Power of... Let's see how far this goes. But I already have Lion Blaze, Holly, Dovewing, Lion, Holly, Jay, Dove, and Dove designed. So there's not really many more characters that I have to design from that series. There's certain... As I do more and more characters, I will definitely not have to design certain ones because I've already designed them, which will be nice. Next up is Black Star. I also had a headshot for him. He has a lot of scars, and I made him color point or Siamese, which I really like. Color point cats or Siamese, whatever you want to call them. I think they're such cool designs, and there's so much you can do with them. Black and white color point cats are so pretty. And that's what Black Star is. So I did give him his little black feetsies because Blackfoot is his name. And I also made his tail black with a little white tip. I gave him scars, of course, because Black Star and dark yellow eyes, dark amber eyes. Next up is Tall Star. His proportions did not turn out very well. I think I made his legs too long and his body way too slim, because he's a Wind Clan cat. Of course he has to be slim, but I just think something's off about it. I drew him as if he was like skidding to a halt, which I don't think that translated well at all. I feel like it kind of looks like, no shade, like 2000 early 2000s cat art with janky proportions. I'm sorry if that offended anyone. I mean, no offense with that. But I don't know. His design, I didn't really know what to do for him at all. I just knew black and white cat. So I gave him some spots. But I feel like his proportions are a little bit off. So last but not least is Oakheart. Oakheart, I think, is a pretty fun character. Just kidding. I don't know anything about him. He's just a nothing character. He's such a blank slate. Like, what's his he has barely any personality traits. His main personality trait is that he got killed in the first book. But that's not personality. Oops. Yeah, no. There's Girl Kid Star's Promise was a book about his brother, and he was barely in it. We need to learn more about him. We need a Oak like novella or something with him actually doing something interesting and not something that's like controversial like Gray Stripes Vow, where no one ever like said anything about Blood Clan coming back, which I thought that was a fun book. But when did that happen? That happened when Firestar was gone on Firestar's quest. But what? How did Firestar not hear about this? He was originally supposed to be more red, but I made him more orange too. Sorry, I forgot to add that. Anyway, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed part 2. I really like doing these. These actually, I think, are very, very manageable for me, because one of the reasons why I'm not always very active with posting is because it's just so hard for me to manage making videos and balance that with school, and I just sometimes don't feel like doing it. So it's just hard for me to manage sometimes, but I feel like these small little drawings of cats are very manageable and fun to do. And anyway, bye.